We're back in Rochester covering our junior racing. UCI juniors are off on day 2. This is Sunday's race, the Cat 2. This weekend was a selection race for USA Cycling for juniors for a World Cup selection. And here we go. Early start for Ava Shipman. She has been the whole shot queen through Roanoke and now Rochester, always on the front. Got the rest of the field behind her, but pretty tight up at the front. Ellie Moore from Cyclery Racing making a move for the first to the front as they come through they did a quick prologue lap, and now this is the first lap proper coming through pit 1. Ellie Moore in the lead, Nicole Clayman in second place. Clayman won last week, but then had to fight through a mechanical on day 1 in Roanoke. Had this same bad luck day 1 of Rochester, so looking for once again redemption on day 2 in Rochester. Bad luck in Roanoke on day 1 and won the race on day 2. Here is Clayman out front taking command. We got Ellie Moore still chasing her down in second place. It's one of your shredders riders. I believe that's Alexa Haviland coming through with her teammate Claire Halber behind her to the planks, and Clayman still leading with Moore in second place and Haviland in third with Halber in fourth. It reversed course from yesterday. You can watch some of our elite race coverage to see how the course went on day 1 and day 2. Coming back the other way, a little smoother ride. You get to go downhill some of the hard ups, especially in the half pipe. This is Double Trouble, the feature obstacle and region for Rochester. It's near the Erie Canal. You go down this dusty descent, back up, and then a second half with a step that the riders either were riding or running on day 2. Same group of 4 with shredders taking over the top. Again, that is Haviland and Halber with Moore and Clayman still there. This is your group 4. We come to our run-up. Remember a few years ago when nobody could get up there in the mud. Completely different conditions today with dry and dusty. If there was any slipperiness, it was just from how dusty it was out there. Really had to be careful in some of these turns. That is Claire Halber starting to get dropped off a little as we get down to a group of 3. This is the stairs at the end of the lap at Rochester. Historically, this is where moves were made, and you can see Ellie Moore in the front looking around, seeing who's with her. She has that group of 3 with Clayman and Haviland, with Halber still trying to catch up, just caught in the middle right now in 4th place, hoping to catch this group, but it looks like they are starting to get motivated and they have stayed together. We skip ahead to the final lap. This is the final time up the stairs, and it is Alexa Haviland who has gotten that gap in the most important point of the course at the steps, been able to take it to the finish stretch in the lead. That usually means that you're coming out the winner, and that's the case here. Haviland taking the win. Nicole Clayman in second. Ellie Moore holds on for 3rd place. Claire Halber in 4th, and here's the rest of your top 10 for your women's junior day 2 at Rochester Cyclocross. Moving on to the men's race. We had a big field of men's juniors here. You can look at the front row. You got Ethan Brown with the big yawn, the big pre-race yawn. That can be a good sign. There you see Matthew Crabb. He was your winner yesterday. Still back in the pack because juniors won't get that start selection down. So fight for Crabb to get to the front again as we see this huge field of junior men in Rochester fighting it out. As I said, they are fighting for positions to be selected to attend World Cup races later in the year. So these early season races are really important for that selection. You want to do well in those World Cups, and then you can have the opportunity to be selected for the World's team. But that's just for the Americans. And then as we saw in the last race and this one for the juniors, the nice thing about Rochester is we get a lot of Canadians out here as well. So mixed field of racers coming through, just about 50 of them in that men's field. We got Oklahoma Flyers Isaiah Colbreth pushing the pace early. You can see the dust in the back as they come down this bike path. It was really tough conditions coming through Double Trouble. If you're not in those first couple, you're just eating a lot of dust and having to make your way through. You can see that how slippery it is as Brown comes through this turn, how to put a foot down by pit 2. Brown is ahead. Isaiah Colbreth in second place. I believe that's Thomas Agnew in 5th. I'm sorry, number 5 in 3rd place. There's Crabb leading the chase, trying to make his way back up to the front. Still early in this race as the rest of our field comes through in pit 2, and Ethan Brown just pushing the pace, going into 10 minutes into the race. These are 40-minute races, and Brown already looking to just distance himself from Colbreth. Watching the chase group come through. It's another Donovan Racing rider. I think that's Jack Billowitz. Had a strong week in Roanoke before, and then is sort of pushing the pace in the chase here as well, as we get in a lot of different groups coming through as they go by pit 1. And out front, Ethan Brown. Yeah, he was really strong in Roanoke, just continuing to dominate here in Rochester. Agnew doing a great job trying to stay on his wheel. There's a big gap back to the rest. There's our Oklahoma Flyers rider. That's Isaiah Colbreth. We get Billowitz coming through there, and there we catch Crabb moving his way up the top 10. As the rest of our riders get to be serenaded by our bagpipe. Big feature of the run-up was the bagpipers out there. Pit 2, you can see that this chase group has consolidated, but it's going to be a tough call. You know, we're 17 minutes into the race, 3 laps to go, and Ethan Brown out and on his own. We have Noah Sholnick has moved up to the front to take over the chase, came back, worked his way to the front, so it's now Sholnick and Colbreth, along with Matthew Crabb, has moved his way to the chase group as well. So Ethan Brown looking strong. Crabb now on the front, looking back at his teammate, asking for some help, and he gets it. Sholnick comes through. Crabb and Sholnick working together to try to bring back Ethan Brown. The other thing that they want to do is try to distance themselves from Isaiah Colbreth. 2 laps to go. The goal is to catch Ethan Brown, but not sure that that's going to be successful. You can see him already on the other side of the course as they haven't made it to pit 1. This is a second half of Double Trouble. All of the riders making the smart decision of running that section, and then they can really ramp it up here on the bike path. But it looks like Crabb's sort of slowing it down. He wants Colbreth to come in there and put in some of the work. The Fincraft guys are able to get Colbreth out front as they come to the planks. 2 riding. Crabb running may have gotten him back a little bit, and here we are on the steps. Same 3 up front. This is really the battle of the day. Fincraft versus Oklahoma Flyers. Your leader, Ethan Brown, already catching lap traffic from some of the Masters racers who are out there at the same time. And this is the battle for 2nd and 3rd and 4th place. Coming to the second half of Double Trouble. Colbreth leading the way through that moon dust. They're going to be coming down to the line for that trio. Again, the Fincraft guys just sitting on Colbreth's wheel, letting him do the work. Got more lap traffic coming up, and it looks like Sholnick and Crabb were able to distance themselves from Colbreth. So now it's going to be a battle between the Fincraft teammates to see who. Oh, big crash for Matthew Crabb. He ran the barriers last time, decided to take the risk and run it this time, was unsuccessful, and that's really going to do it for him to be in contention for that 2nd place. Sholnick gets the opportunity, can see him in the distance there just taking off. He knows that 2nd place is now his, and Crabb's going to have to be in a battle for third place with Cobras as they come through. Not a problem at all for Ethan Brown as he laps a rider and takes the win. Sholnick steady all the way through, taking a strong second place finish. And we got Colbreth able to distance himself from Crab in the end, who hangs on for fourth place in your men's junior race. And that's it for junior racing from Rochester. This is your top 10 in the men's race. We are in Baltimore this weekend at Charm City for the third stop in the Trek USCX series.